Look here, boy. I think you got a problem where you always me mugging up the face green goblin serving beef, red pop, butter, rocket tea, and noggin, pop a rock and molly.
Today I was actually working on a beat. I was recording some shit to a beat that was a Metallica sample from song One.
Mm-hmm.
Bro sampled One, and yeah. And fucking, and I what's it called? And I did a little fucking, I did some shit to that, and like that, I'm not gonna lie, that shit is like once I like go back and finish off the layers and get it all mixed down, I'm not gonna lie, I like this one. This is like, it's a song for actually a multitude of things. For me, the song is about PTSD. But the song could also be translated into, you know, other shit, you know what I'm saying? So like for other people to, it's for other people really to interpret, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many, the way I phrased it and worded it in such a way that I want people to be able to form their own, you know, have their own release through the song. So, and this one, it's not going to be a monetized song. It's literally just for promotional use, just for spreading the awareness, you know what I'm saying? And I am going to I'm going to try to send it through all the avenues out here. There's actually a whole bunch of people that I know who have like this like slight little fucking, you know, ways into like, you know, to getting Metallica's attention, right? Because they're a Bay Area band originally, right? So I've got a few people that you know, that might be able to send something the right way, and I want to get their attention with it, because I totally tried to pull my little Hetfield voice out, you know.
Okay.
A little and then of course.
So is it more metal then, or what is it?
It's okay. So there's rapping, there's singing, there's screaming, there's yelling, there's like, yeah, dude, it's a conglomerate of things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I figured if I'm gonna sit there and do a song that was sampled from, like, you know, obviously sampled from Metallica like that, I want to make sure that I do it justice. The song, you know, One originally is like, you know, about fucking shell shock. You know what I'm saying? About fucking, you know, shell shock, specifically from wars and shit like that, like Vietnam and shit. And so it was like one of those things where I was like, bet, like that actually lines up perfectly with what, you know, I personally have, you know, had some PTSD triggered recently. You know what I'm saying? That I've been working through. So I was like, you know, this was something I was like, this was a song that, you know, I heard it and I just immediately felt like I wanted to like do that. You know what I'm saying? And then I go back and look it up, and I found out that that's what it's actually about. You know, as a form of PTSD. Go figure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited. You know, and when I got into it, I felt like it just kind of started coming out, and it felt good. At first it was hard because I was like sitting here trying to like work through the emotions and like remembering shit, and it's like, you know, it's like, I don't know, working through a trigger, I guess.
Yeah.
Would be a way to say it. But yeah. So.
Do you want me to keep that or take it out?
Oh, you know what? Keep it.
Okay.
Keep it. You know why? Because you know what? I want people to look. I want people to know that it's okay. You can work through the shit. It does get better. It does get easier. It doesn't go away.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't go
you know,
away.
it does get easier.
Yeah, it's like you get to find your triggers, and then you also just get to find different techniques of bouncing back quicker. So I even noticed, like, I've been dealing with depression since I was, I don't know, maybe 7, like really young, before I even knew what the hell depression was. I only really got wind of what it could have been when I was like in middle school. But I will say, me now almost approaching 30, I know it's not going anywhere, and it's like that old familiar friend that you know,
you're like, fuck, I know who you are, like, I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah. You showing your face again. Okay, so you already know.
You trying me again? You trying me again?
Yes. Like, I beat your ass last time, but okay, you want to do it
again? Did not deal with you already?
Yes. And so it's that struggle, because there's been times where you almost give in to it.
And Carla gave me some food.
Yeah, that's the best time to get called. Hey, would you mind if I get some food too? I haven't eaten.
Go grab some food.
Okay, I'll be right back.
How do you think? Mm. 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 Mm.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't even have time to eat. I ordered some chilies. Well, Nick went to go pick it up.
Oh, that's right.
To get my
Get your grub on.
headphones back. And what you
Good.
eating over there?
Some honey walnut shrimp
Ooh.
and chicken and vegetables.
Yes.
And a pot sticker with some rice.
Ooh. I was watching your interview, as you saw, but you were saying that you were gonna do like basically it was gonna be like a dinner and a show type of thing, grilling with noise. What's it called? Or was it grilling with Villa?
The grill and chill.
Grill and chill. Mm-hmm. So, who's gonna be cooking? You're gonna be cooking?
But I'm gonna be, I'm gonna guest certain chefs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna work with a different cook each time for a different menu. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I'm going to be working with each chef to craft each menu.
I don't think I ever had any cooking.
Mm-hmm. I get down.
I'm trying.
Before I wanted to be a musician,
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna be a chef.
What made you want to be a chef, and why'd you stop? I mean, you didn't really stop because
Look, check this. Check this. Like that smile on your face, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's mad when they got good food on front of them?
Facts.
Who can be mad when they got good food? Nobody's mad in front of, like, nobody's talking shit during a good meal. In fact, nobody's talking at all.
That's true. That's true.
People get mad if you interrupt a good meal.
You're just like a good home cook. Like, did you go to culinary school?
I took classes. I didn't go to culinary school because when I dropped out when I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that was about the time when I started reevaluating my life, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
As all people do. You're like, oh yeah, I'm 18. I know the world now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You dropped out of high school or you dropped out of college when you were 18?
High school. Dropped out of high school when I was 18.
You got your GED,
I ended up getting my GED in jail.
Did I not know that you went to jail? I think we briefly touched on it. That you said you were like running from trouble, but you didn't tell me you done served some time.
No, I was in county. I was in county for like 9 months.
Really?
I spent like a total of like 9 months in county. Yeah.
Like when you were 18.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think attributed to that?
Huh?
What do you think caused that? Was it because you weren't in school anymore? Or just kind of...
No. It was because I got fucked with while I was at school. I'd attempt to go back and try to finish out my high school diploma because I was like, usually it looks better on college applications.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I was 18, you know what I'm saying? So I walked off the school property and they were following me.
Mm-hmm.
And then, while they were following me, I decided to start cussing at them. Like, what the fuck are you following me for? And they're like, we're not following you. I'm like, bullshit. You're fucking following me. You're like 2 steps behind me. It's like you're walking in the same direction, right? You're not following me. Anyway, so I cussed them out, right? And I told them, leave me the fuck alone, leave me the fuck alone. I get to the corner of Wildcat Drive in Camden County, Georgia, mind you, in Kingsland, Georgia. This was at Camden County High School. You know what I'm saying? So at the corner of Wildcat Drive, I fucking sit there at this church. I'm walking through the parking lot, and there's a cop right there, and he puts his finger out and does this. Doesn't say anything, just does this with it, pulling out his cuffs and does this. And I'm like, and I just fucking walked around. I just walked keep walking my direction. I didn't, walk anywhere else. I was going to walk and sit down, because in my eyes, I hadn't done anything wrong.
Right.
I'm 18 years old. I'm allowed to walk off school campus.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The fuck you think? Like, I'm an adult. And so I got charged with obstruction of an officer and disorderly conduct.
I never understood those charges.
Obstruction of an officer is doing anything that obstruction of an officer is not following the officer's directions.
Yeah. But if they have no reason to actually give you those directions in the first place.
He didn't actually give me a direction. He gave me a non-verbal direction.
Yeah, facts.
That I had to, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna come to you just because you're moving your finger. No, fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I went to jail for that shit.
Oh.
And that was my first little fucking string of trouble, and then I went back in. And when I got out, I went back in because my grandmother was friends with the judge, and she told the judge that I needed to go back in because I wasn't behaving.
What?
And the judge threw me back in. He's like, "Well, you don't have anywhere else to go, so I'm going to put you in jail." I'm like, "What?"
What?
Yeah, I was on a no-R bond. I was on recognizance. So yeah, that was
So like there was no actual charges other than this was your grandma's way of trying to ground you. Your maternal or paternal?
No, not trying. Successfully grounding.
Yeah. You said your grandma said that you were misbehaving, was friends with the judge.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, bitch, I'm sending you to prison.
No, basically, like, I mean, shit, like, when you're sitting there, 18 years old and you're in fucking jail, like, yeah, that's basically like prison,
Yeah, but that's like, successfully grounding you, like, but, so was it on your record then, since it was such a...
No, that's like professionally grounding me.
Yeah.
That's like adult grounding me. Like, that's like grown man grounding. Like, how the fuck do you ground a grown man? Well, you throw him in jail. He's grounded.
And I can cut out whatever you're not comfortable, obviously airing, but you said that you spent time in foster care or foster care?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, no, dude. Hey, look. Keep whatever. I am an open book. I have no, I don't hide shit. It's good, bro. Okay. Whatever is the truth, you know what I'm saying? Feel free to share it in whatever fashion, you see fit. It's good, bro. I'm totally with this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The way I look at it is my struggle in my past is,
it's going to help somebody.
And you can ask people in my past. They can tell you. You know what I'm saying? You can verify this shit. And, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, I want people to, be able to see from my past, you can learn shit and do better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let people know I fucked up. I'm a human being. I made bad choices. You know what I'm saying? And I make better choices now. Way better choices. I don't even say sometimes, bro, I make good choices. Yo, watch the fuck out, dog. I make a good choice.
You make a good choice? I'm done with you. So what age were you in foster care?
So it wasn't foster care technically. I was in group homes because my mom was not going to, give up on, keeping custody of me. My mom, my mom loved me. She wanted to make sure, that I was doing well, because I was a crazy ass little kid. You know what I'm saying? But she wanted to make sure, she's like, it's not foster care. You know what I'm saying? She's like, that's still my baby.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I was fucking my first time going into a group home, or like really it was a boarding school, which was I was 9. I was 9 years old, and I went to Villa Maria in Baltimore. or not in Baltimore, but like right outside Baltimore. And yeah, that's where I went, and I was 9.
Was your mom just going through a rough time?
No, I was a crazy ass kid.
Oh, you were acting out kind of thing?
Oh yeah. No, I was a terror child for sure.
Well,
I mean, but I was
because
also
it was
on like
undiagnosed, like
with a lot of it, I contribute to a lot of it. Is like not 100% because there are still at some point, what I'm saying, where you make decisions, what I'm saying, at some point. But like, granted, like when I got past a certain point, like there was no coming back, and I feel like a lot of that was, like, for instance, when doctors, prescribe a 6-year-old Ritalin, which is just, legal methamphetamine. Like, what do you expect? Like, this is, what I'm saying, and I was on medication since that point on. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the amount of medications they were throwing at me, like, what did you expect to happen? You know what I'm saying? You give people drugs, sometimes they act out. Yeah. Sometimes those drugs aren't for some of those people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of it, I say I contribute a lot of it to, the medications that I was being prescribed. The fact that none of the doctors could get a working diagnosis for me.
So they were just trying whatever.
I feel like it was just literally like big farm, dude. Throw whatever at it, saying, oh, this he's acting like this, well, since, not take away this, medication. No, let's add another one to counteract that side effect. And it's just like, it just kept building from that point, to where up to when I was 16, like I was taking 13 pills a fucking day.
Really?
When I was 16, yeah, I was taking 13 pills a day. You know what I'm saying? And that's just ridiculous. Like, what kid should be taking 13 fucking pills in a day? Like,
I guess your mom was probably just like, the doctors know best.
No, my mom's hands were tied because the state would threaten to fucking, threaten to take me away as a ward of the state, as opposed to fucking, you know what I'm saying, and that would be involved in CPS and like, and I've got.
Oh, like if you weren't giving, if she didn't give you the medicine that they were saying.
Oh no, she had to.
Wow.
Anyways, like I said, fucking. So yeah, 9 years old. It's a short answer.
Your grandma, is your maternal grandma or paternal?
My grandma.
But from your mom's side or your dad's?
Who, you mean my Aunt Carla?
No, your grandma that sent you to jail.
Oh, my dad's side.
So you have a relationship with your dad too?
Yeah. It's a lot better than what it was when I was younger. Fucking for sure. Missed out at about 9 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We've been friends for what, 11 years? Through 12? Maybe 11 years.
11 sounds right.
11 sounds right. But I never really knew much about like your family life and.
I'd say 10, maybe 10.
Maybe 10.
I think it was 10. Was it what? Because I was in LA 2013.
Yeah, then 10 maybe is right.
Yeah.
2013 sounds right because it was probably like, yeah, right before I stopped working at Guitar Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember exactly. By the guitar wall.
Yep.
And I don't even know how. I just knew I just needed to know you.
You're like, hey, the connection was there.
You looked exactly like my ex-fiance. I think that's what I was like. This dude looked exactly like my well, at the time it was my fiance. So I remember I texted you to come over to my house because me and my brother were smoking. I was like, this guy looks exactly like Everett.
I remember your brother. Oh my God.
Carlton.
Oh, dude. Oh. Man.
And Everett came outside and he's like, this dude looks exactly the fuck like me. How you gonna bring him here?
Hey, look, and then like, but then I met, fucking
That was
Kitty
funny.
and Kristen and
Yeah.
fucking
Kirsten, yeah.
yeah, and fucking my angels.
My whole family. Yeah. My mom liked you.
No, your fucking mom's awesome.
Yeah.
How's she
Yep.
doing?
She's good. She just turned 65. We just celebrated her birthday on Saturday.
She's 65 now.
Dude, time went by fast.
Damn, son.
I mean, you wouldn't know that she's 65. Like looking at her. So I'm like, I just keep praying because like your parents getting older and shit, you gotta have to take care of them eventually. So it's like, I'm thankful she's still in like good health.
Man.
But yep, I remember that first night we were smoking in my patio. You brought your guitar over, and
Yep.
you just had your songs like on your phone, like you just recorded it straight on the phone, and you were like, "Let me play this before you," and you was just rapping. I was just like, I like his energy. Like he's not fucking shy. Like you weren't shy at all. All right, let me wash my hands really quick, and then we'll get into the actual interview.
It's good. It's good.
Thank you for letting me eat. I appreciate it.
No, do your thing.
I'll be right back.
All right, for sure. Man, I can't wait to fucking bust out that drum set and start actually fucking playing.
Bass in the bass, they knocking, 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 knocking like the